Good morning. How is everyone doing? Good. I trust you're well. Okay, it's 9:30. Grab your weights, guys. And grab your squishy ball or a pillow. Just trying to get this weight on here. Squishy ball or a pillow. We're going to start with that between our ankles. All right. And then come to standing. So squishy ball is going to go right in there. Just above your ankle bone. Have your feet parallel, so toes are reaching forward, weights in your hands, shoulders away from your ears, standing nice and tall. All right, and then from here, think about that little connection through your inner thighs. So feeling the top part of your inner thighs, not just your knees coming together here, but really your upper adductors there, so those top of those inner thighs. We're gonna go arms nice and wide to the side. Turn your palms to face forward. So I have my weights on my wrist. You can hold your weights in your hands. And then from here, we're just gonna squeeze our inner thighs a little bit as your arms come together. So just feel the top of your inner thighs. You probably can't see my legs moving. They're not really moving. I'm just feeling that connection. And then arms back out, release your inner thighs a little. So squeeze in, arms, and then slow as you come out. So nice long spines, ribs are tight around your center. Arms in, ribs are hugging around your center. And out, go 3 more like that. Squeeze those inner thighs that little bit. Remember, if your knees are just coming together, try to take them out of the equation. Move from the top of your inner thighs. In and out. Go 1 more. We're gonna go in and stay there. So keep those inner thighs squeezing. Now lift your heels. Move straight up in space. Bring your arms right up now. And then inhale, arms down as you lower your heels. So let's go arms up, shoulders stay away from your ears, ribs are still tight around your center, heels lift, inner thighs are squeezing, and right back down. So go forward like that. Keep looking straight forward. Don't fall forward like me. And again, 3, inner thighs, core connects. Right down. Go for 2, press through each one of those toes. And down. And then 1 more. Let's go right up. Stay there. So you're in a nice long line. Hold on. Inner thighs are squeezing. Arms are going to come down as you bend your knees. Holding. Upper body hinges forward. So feel your ribs tight around your center. Nice hinge. And then stand all the way up. Arms come just slightly behind your body. So don't forget about those inner thighs. Reaching forward, hinging forward that little bit. We often do these straight up. We're hinging forward today. Press through those toes and up. Inhale down. Feel that core connect. Gentle squeeze with those inner thighs as you stand. You've got 3 more. Press through each one of those toes. Feel those inner thighs squeeze. Last 2. Hopefully your balance is better than mine this morning. And then 1 more. Inhale down. Press all the way back and then just drop your heels and hold there. Give your shoulders a nice little roll out. And keep that ball in here. We're just gonna bend straight down again. So hinging that upper body forward, bend your elbows so they're at 90-degree angles. Keep those inner thighs squeezing. So remember your inner thighs, your knees are not coming together because you're squeezing your inner thighs. You're just maintaining that connection. So it's almost like the ball's up here, just a little bit different with your ball between your ankles. So we're here. Now from there, you're just gonna open your arms out and then in, just rotate out. Upper body is hinged forwards. Remember, we're here. And then just get into this rotation. Little squeeze with those inner thighs. Let's go out and in. Keep those ribs tight around your center. Keep pressure through your heels to activate your glutes. Of course, we're feeling those inner thighs, I hope. 2 more. And in 1 more, let's go out like this and stay. Show you the front view. Now from here, we're gonna stand up. Keep those inner thighs squeezing. Don't let your knees fall out. Don't let them fall in, up, and then pull back in. Press up, inhale, back in. Knees are reaching straight forward, right? Upper body hinges forward, bend in. Go for 3 more. In, little squeeze with those inner thighs, abs connect as you stand. 2. Last one. In, press right up, stay there, keep those inner thighs squeezing that little bit. Now bend in, and then twist. In, little squeeze with your inner thighs as you reach. Go 6, twist, reach. 5, reach. 4, 3. Remember, intentional movement. You're pulling in, you're reaching long. 3, reach. Ribs are tight around your center. 2, reach. Last one. In, reach, and then come to 90-degree angles. So stay right there at 90 degrees. You're gonna lift your heels again. Remember, knees are not falling out, they're not falling in, just nice and parallel. From here, bend your knees. This time we're staying straight up and down with our spine. So you're here, here. No hinging forward. Press through your toes up. Inhale down. Keep those inner thighs squeezing gently, slow and control down. If you don't feel your inner thighs, I would bring your toes a little closer together. So your big toes closer together. Keep that little squeeze. Remember, not letting your knees come together. Feel those inner thighs kind of magnetizing towards each other. Go 3. In. Last 2. Last 1. Go right up. Keep those inner thighs squeezing. Lower your heels. Hold right there. Get that ball out of your way. Bring those arms down. All right, so we're gonna let's step our right foot back. So just a nice comfortable distance behind you. Your heel is lifted. Your left leg is gonna bend and you'll hinge your upper body forward. So think about that nice line, top of your head reaching from your right heel. Let's get these triceps moving. So bring your arms back behind your body, palms face one another. Stay there. Now think about what's happening with your body. You could not be thinking about your inner thighs, but we're thinking about these inner thighs this morning. So think about your right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline, left inner thigh also squeezing toward your midline, okay? Hold that connection. You should feel a little more steady when you do that. And then from there, just bend elbows, reach. Bend elbows and reach. So inner thighs don't have to work here, but I want you to get them to work. So you're pressing through your left heel. You're feeling that left glute for sure. Now think about that little squeeze towards your midline with those inner thighs. Core is engaged. 4, reaching back. 3, reaching back. Go for 2. Go for 1 more. Reach back. Stay. Now swing those arms out in front of you. Nice diagonal line. You're going to reach wide and back in. Open wide. And in. So go 6 like this. Still pressing through your left heel. Still thinking about those inner thighs. 5. And in. Nice long necks. 4. Wide. And in. 3 more. Wide. And in. Last 2. And in. Last 1. Stay nice and wide. Hold right there. Turn your palms to face down. Squeeze your arms back 2 inches and forward 2. Last little bit here. Squeeze back 2 and forward 2. So I'm still reaching fingertips away from fingertips, moving from the back of those upper arms. Feel that tricep as you squeeze back. Go for 4. Nice long necks. 3. Last 2. Squeeze. Ready, 1 more. Squeeze them back and then lower those arms and take a breath. Now from here, you're going to step your right foot in, hold there. Most of your weight still on your left, and then kick that right leg back up. So let's go arms, arms up when you're back, and then circle your arms as you step that right leg in. Circle your arms up, and then circle those arms in. So your body shouldn't be moving too much forward and back. Try and stay as steady as you can on that left as you reach and as you pull in. You've got 3 more. Core connects in. Don't forget about those inner thighs. 3. Last 2. And in, go one more. Reach all the way in, and then stand all the way up. Give those legs a little shake. All right, we're gonna do the same on the other side. So feet about hip distance apart, and then step that left back. So now we're thinking right glute, right inner thigh squeezing towards your midline, left inner thigh squeezing toward your midline as well. So hold when you're in that nice angle, and then reach your arms back behind you. So palms face down. We're going to just bend, or palms face each other, sorry. In, reach. Good. Slow as you bend, slow as you reach. So again, your ribs are staying tight around your center. Those are your obliques holding them there. Pelvis is staying still. That's your low abs. And then inner thighs squeezing towards one another as you move these arms. 3, reach. 2, reach. And then one more, bend in, reach long, stay right there. You're gonna bring your arms down in front of you again. Now open out, palms face together as you come down. Keep pressure through that right heel, wide, and then control. So as you open your arms, reach and reach. 5, control, go for 4. Control, 3 more. And in, last 2, pressing through that right heel. In, last 1, go out, and then bend your elbows, 90-degree angles here. Now squeeze your elbows together and reach forward. Keep that upper body hinged forward. Small range, reach back and forward. So even though your elbows are kind of leading the movement, think about your triceps, the back of your upper arm. Squeeze back and forward. So I'm basically just going here and forward from the front view. And forward. Go for 4. And in, 3 more. In, last 2, in, and reach. Last 1, let's go here, reach, and then lower those arms down. Step your left foot in, take a breath. Now you're gonna reach your arms up, stepping that left leg back. Tons of pressure through your right heel, right inner thigh still squeezing in, left inner thigh squeezing in. You're gonna circle your arms around as you step your left in, circle back. Pressing through your right heel. Remember, try to minimize the movement forward and back. In and reach. Slow. In and reach long. Go for 4. Think about your shoulders a little bit. Don't let them creep up to your ears. Think about those ribs. They're still hugging tight around your center. Inner thighs provide a lot of stability. Last 2. And reach. Last 1. And reach. And then come all the way in. Stand right up. Give those guys a little shake. Awesome. Okay, and then let's come down onto our mats. So come down, feet about hip distance apart, have your squishy ball. All right. So start with your squishy ball underneath your toes. And you are in neutral. So your upper body is nice and relaxed. You're looking straight up to the ceiling. You're not here. You're not here. Shoulder blades nice and flat against the mat, collarbones wide, ribs tight around your center, and then you have that little space behind your low back, right? Now let's bring our arms right up and stay there. So just let your feet be heavy on the ball. Don't worry too much about that yet. We're just gonna open both arms wide, so really reach and then press back up. So as you move your arms, really think about isolating this shoulder joint. So your humerus is moving in that shoulder joint. Nothing else in your body changes. Your chest doesn't reach forward, your chin doesn't lift up as your arms move. Try to just keep everything else nice and still. 2 more like this. Wide and control. Again, thinking about that intentional movement. You're reaching out, holding just before you touch the mat, and then you're pressing back up. Now we're gonna do the same thing overhead. So arms reach overhead. Nothing else in your body changes. and then arms reach back up. Reaching, shoulders stay away from your ears, and then press back up. So remember, if your back arches when your arms reach or your chin lifts up to the ceiling, do those little checks. Are your ribs hugging around your center? Are you still neutral? Maybe you need a little pillow behind your head. For some people, having a little, this is gonna feel, or blanket, that is gonna feel much better and keep you from doing this kind of a thing. Whatever feels good for you. You want to keep your neck nice and relaxed. Go one more like that. Reach those arms overhead, press them back up, and then stay. So keep that chin tucked in that little bit. We don't want to end up here. Now from here, let your feet be a little bit light on the ball. So now just keep your arms still. If you want to bring them down, that's okay. Keep your ribs tight around your center. Pelvis is nice and steady. All you're going to do is roll the ball away just a couple of inches and then pull back in. So the ball moves away, nothing else in your body changes, and then the ball comes back in. Don't go all the way out yet. As you roll back in. So my pelvis is staying still. I still have that little space behind my low back. The back of my rib cage is nice and heavy. Neck is relaxed. Now let's add some arms to this. So ball moves away again. You don't need to go straight. You can go a little further if you can keep your neutral. Arms reach, and then everything back up. So as you move away here, your ribs want to lift, your back wants to arch, right? Don't let that happen. So if it's a really small range of movement we're going with, that is totally fine. Much better to stay in a small range, but keep neutral than to go for a huge range and lose that. 3 more here. Last 2. Keep those feet that little bit light on the ball. And then go one more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Holding there, let your feet be a little bit heavy, and then stay. Okay, we're gonna keep our arms up. We're gonna pop the ball over to our right foot. So it's just gonna be underneath your right foot there. All right, keep that upper body nice and relaxed. So shoulder blades heavy. We're gonna press into our left heel to lift our hips. So lift up nice and high, hold when you're there. Reach your arms overhead and then roll all the way down. Arms up. Gotta move down a little bit. Do the same thing again. So belly button to spine, press through your left heel, lifting, arms reach, ribs stay tight around your center, so no arching, roll all the way down. Keep those fingertips reaching away from your knees, and then back up. Go 3 more like this. Up, keep pressure through that left heel, rolling, rolling, rolling. Now inner thighs, right? They play a big role in this exercise as well. Belly button to spine, press through your heels. Your inner thighs are squeezing towards one another. They're not touching, but they're squeezing towards your midline to keep you nice and steady. Think about that a little bit as you come down. See how inner thighs are actually related to every exercise pretty much. Belly button in, press up. Arms reach. Now from here, drop your hips in one piece. So you're not rolling, you're just dropping, and then press back up. So do that again. Inhale down, reaching, press through your left heel straight up. So controlling as you lower and up. Go for 4. If all you feel is hamstring, wiggle your left heel a little closer to your bum. 3. Last 2, exhale, abs deepen right up. 1 more. Exhale, abs deepen right up. Holding there, roll all the way down and come to neutral. Okay. So from here, we're gonna keep our right foot a little bit light on top of the ball. Ribs stay tight around your center. I'm gonna give you an option here. So we're gonna lift our left leg to tabletop. Hold it when it's there. So if you feel your back at all when we're doing this, let your right foot be heavy on the ball. If you don't and you want a little bit of extra core work, lift up your right foot so it stays light on the ball. All right, So from here, all we're gonna do is reach our left leg away and then pull back in. So notice as this leg reaches, your back wants to arch. You're not gonna let it. So maybe you're not lowering your leg as far as you'd like to, doesn't matter. Think about that intentional movement, moving in your range where you're able to keep neutral. Reach, have a pause, and then pull back in. Go one more just like this. Reach, have a pause. That's the hardest point, and pull in. Now add arms to this. So let's reach both arms. Reach way overhead. Reach fingertips from left toes and in. Remember, if you're feeling your back, let your right foot be heavy. If not, keep it light. And in. Go for 5. Exhale out. Inhale, control back. 4. Exhale, reach. That's the hardest point. All the way in. Go for 3. Last 2. And in. One more, reach away. Exhale, pull all the way in. Lower those left toes down, let your right foot be heavy, and then pop the ball over to your left foot. All right, so we'll start with those hip rolls here. So keeping your hips nice and level is going to be really important. Inner thighs squeeze toward your midline as we work. So we'll roll up. Belly button to spine, press through your right heel, lift up. Holding when you're up there, knees reaching away from your fingertips, roll all the way down. And up. And then do that again, belly button to spine, press through that right heel, reach, slow and control, rolling, 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 and up. Let's do that again. Go for 3 more, belly button to spine. Got those inner thighs, that little bit, reach, slow, and up. Last 2. Rolling off 1 vertebrae at a time, holding at the top, knees reach from your fingertips, controlling, ribs still tight around your center, neutral, and last 1, belly button in, holding there, reach those arms, roll all the way down, and then back up. So holding at the top there. So fingertips reaching up, knees are reaching away from you. Keep that left foot that little bit light. Now you're gonna drop down 1 piece and then press up. So if you want, add those arms, reach. So remember, it's fingertips here reaching away from your knees, your right knee. Feel that length. Right knee reaches away from your fingertips and up. Ribs stay tight around your center. 4 more. Inhale down. Pressing through that right heel, right big toe. 3. Last 2. Feel how when you really connect through that big toe, that gets that inner thigh. Last 1. And then slow, let's roll all the way down. Come to neutral, hold there. Let go of any tension in your neck or those shoulders. And then let's come back up for our little low ab bit here. So keep your left foot heavy to start. You're gonna lift your right heel, lift that leg up to tabletop. Nice neutral, ribs tight around your center. Arms can still reach. So if you want, you can let your left foot be light. If you feel your back at all, definitely let your left foot be heavy. You can also bring your arms down if that helps. All right, so from here, reach. And then pull back in. So you're reaching your right leg away. Nothing changes in your body. Ribs are tight, waistlines are long. Gonna add those arms if you want. Reach, deepen those abs. Fingertips reach from your toe, your right toes now. Go for 5. Exhale. This is the hardest point, right? Pause and then pull all the way in. Go again, reach, pause, and pull all the way in. Go for 3. And then go for 2. And in, last 1, reach away. Pull all the way in, holding there. Lower your right, lower those arms, and then grab that ball. You can pop it off to this side. Let's bring both feet down so we're about hip distance apart with those legs.
Relax that upper body again. Let's start with our arms down. So you can just have your palms facing up. Really let that upper body relax. No tension in your neck, ribs tight around your center. Lift your right heel, lift your left, and then stay. So still feeling that connection through your center. You're gonna lift one leg up, nothing changes through here. Other leg lifts as well. So stay right there. From here, squeeze your legs right together. Legs are gonna move as one piece. Knees move away from you, just a few inches, and then pull back in. And move those knees to the right a little bit. Your left hip can lift slightly, and then back in. Knees move to the left. Right hip can move slightly, and then pull back in. Let's do that again. Reach legs away. Hold, and in. Now to the right. Just slightly left hip moves up slightly, and then press that left hip back down. To the left, right hip lifts slightly, and then press that right hip back down. Do that again, legs away. And in to the right. Press that left hip down. Keep those inner thighs squeezing to the left. Squeeze those inner thighs, right hip presses down. Hold one more set like that. Reach those legs away that bit, deepen your abs. Pull back in, legs to the right. Left hip presses down, legs to the left. Right hip presses down, holding right there. Now from here, we're gonna reach our right leg out. Hold it and pull it in. So that's straight in front. Now go out to the right side on a diagonal and then pull it back in. Same thing, left, reach straight in front and in, and then out on a diagonal and back in. So go right again. Abs deepen in, reach on a diagonal and back. Now, how wide you go out on a diagonal depends on how steady you can stay through your hips. So I could probably reach my leg out further, but my right hip would lift. I don't want to do that. I want to keep my hips nice and evenly weighted. Right leg reaches and in, diagonal. Left knee is still pointing straight up, right? Go left. Right knee is pointing up. It's easy and parallel. Keep that right knee pointing up as you open your left to the side. In. Do that again. And back to the side. Abs deepen, reach. And in. Left. And back. Let's go wide. Out. And in. Now add some arms to this. Reach those arms up. Same thing. It's going to be harder to stay steady with your arms up. Reach. And in. Diagonal. And in. Remember, maybe you can't go as wide. That's fine. Left. Keep those shoulder blades nice and flat on the mat. Out. And in. Now add an arm. Same arm. Right and right. And up. Right and right on diagonals. And in. Let's go left and left. And in. Get out on that diagonal. Harder with that arm. Right. Again, let's go right and right. Reach. Hold. And in. Find that diagonal. Doesn't matter how wide. And in. Left and left. Right side of your body is heavy. Really keep that right side heavy as you open on the diagonal. Back in. One more each way. And in. Let's switch. Reach. And in. Last one left. Pull in. Left and left on the diagonal. Back in. Lower your right. Lower your left. And then hug those knees into your chest. Have a little roll around one way. And then the other. All right. And then let's come on to our left, our right side actually. Right side. You can take your weights off. If anyone wants a little extra glute, outer thigh, inner thigh, you can add, you can pop these on your ankles. If you have like ankle kind of weights, you can just wrap them on there. Doesn't matter. I'll do that today just to show you if you have these. All right. So we're going to start just lying flat with your right leg, bent underneath you and your left leg reaching long. So we're like that. So left toes reaching away from the top of your head. So whether you have your weight on your ankle or not, think about that Think about moving from not where your weight is. It's really easy to kind of think of just moving your weight. Think of moving from the top of your thigh, right? You're not just moving your ankle around. Ribs stay lifted that little bit. Now you're just going to circle this thigh around. So like I said, you're moving your thigh. You're not just circling your ankle around. Your thigh bone is circling, nothing else in your body changes. So your waistlines want to kind of, don't let that happen. So as you're circling, your abs are working the whole time, keeping your body nice and still. Go 4, and you're reaching, right? Toes are reaching away from the top of your head. 3, last 2, head is nice and relaxed. Last 1, and then go the other way. Nice and controlled movements. Go 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and then hold. So toes reaching away from the top of your head. Draw a rainbow. Toes down to the front edge of your mat or just a few inches in front, and then toes down to the back edge. So as you're doing this, again, your waistline stay long. So down and then down. Hips stay nice and steady. A hand on your hip is helpful there. Down. If anyone's trying this with the weight, it really adds a little extra, but it is easier to swing your leg around with the weight on there. Use momentum. Remember, we don't want to do that. Down and down. Go 4 more. Up, control. Up, control. Control. Last 2. And back. Last 1. And back. And then really reach through those toes. Hold right there. You're going to bend your knee in. So it's going to come into a 90-degree angle. Knee in front of your hip. Shin is parallel with the front of your mat or with your body. And then kick out through your heel. Reach really nice and long. Press. Waistline stay long. Slow as you bend, and your waistlines are staying long, right? Don't let this just press down. And then kick all the way out. Go for 6. In. Squeeze back. 5. In. Squeeze and reach. 4 more. 3. Last 2. In. Keep those waistlines long. Kick. Last 1. Kick, reach out, and then bend in and stay. Hold here, lift your whole leg. 2 inches, keep your shin parallel with your body. Up 2 and down 2, moving that thigh. Lift that thigh and lower your thigh. Lift your thigh and lower. Go 5 more. Exhale up, inhale down. 4. Right ribs stay lifting. And down. 3 more. And control. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Lift up that extra little inch. Kick all the way out. Stay here. Reach through your toes. Last little bit. Let's do those U's. Up at the front edge of your mat. And then up at the back edge. I see someone cutting out their glute. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. And back. Go for 5. I'm normally dying without the weight, so I've got that extra 1 pound. And up. 3 more. Up. And up. Last 2. And up. Last 1. Up. Pause. Up. And then bend all the way in. Oh my gosh. Give that left glute a little stretch out. So left foot in front of your right knee. Hug your right knee in nice and tight. Take a nice couple of breaths. Try and stay neutral when you're stretching. So keep that tail tipping away. Oh, that feels good. Hold for 2 more deep breaths with your exhales. You can pull your right knee in tighter, press your left one out wider, whatever feels good. Okay, And then come down again, grab your squishy ball. Don't worry, it's not gonna be more right glute, but we're gonna do, that's left glute. We're gonna do right inner thigh. A little confused here today. Okay, so left leg can rest on top of the ball. You can lift up your heel if you want. My glute is killing me, so I'm gonna let my leg rest today. Keep your right ribs that little bit lifted. Really reach through your, sorry, this is left. Really reach through your right toes. So right knee is pointing forward. Remember, you don't want it to point down like mine is there. You wanna stay here. So your right leg is parallel, really important. Now lift that leg, hold, and then lower to a hover. Lift, hold, and hover. So each time that leg is lifting, again, nothing else is changing in your body. If you feel that you're doing that, you're taking the work out of that inner thigh, which we don't want to do. Really feel that little inner thigh. Squeeze up. Again, it's the top of your thigh you're squeezing from. Top of your thigh and down. Go for 5. Control down. Go for 4. Control down. 3 more. Last 2. And down go 1 more. Squeeze up. Stay right there. Now circle this leg around. Just small little circles. 6. 5. Touch each edge of the circle. Don't use momentum. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Go the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold, go up 1 more inch and down just 1 inch. You're really hardly moving. Up, down, go 6, up, down 5, up, down 4, 3, 2. Last one, squeeze and then lower all the way down. Okay, actually, let's give that inner thigh a little stretch. Have your feet about hip distance apart and just go for one of these. Back and forth. And then let's flip around. We're gonna do the same on the other side. So we'll start with our poor little glute. So keep your left leg bent underneath you. Your right leg is reaching long. Left ribs are lifting, your head is in line with your spine. So feeling that reach, top of your head reaches away from your right toes, keeping your waistlines nice and long. So you're gonna start at hip height and then just circle from there. So you can go up a little bit from hip height and down a little bit. It does not matter at all how big your circle is. You're getting some mobility through this hip joint, working your glute and outer thigh. And abs are working the whole time to keep your body still, right? So don't let your hips just wiggle around. You'll feel much more in your glute if you're keeping still. Go for 2 more. Last one all the way around, no momentum, right? Now go the other way. Waistlines stay long, nice controlled movement. Go for 5, control it around. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Hold at the top. So now do a rainbow. So toes down to one edge of your mat, toes down to the other edge. Go up a little higher than hip height if you want, and then down, almost touch, don't quite touch. That would be a break, right? We don't need that. And then use momentum. Do not use momentum. So like I was saying on the other side, I think if you have that ankle weight on, it really pulls you. So you really need to resist. Resist. Either way, I mean, the weight of your leg, you need to resist, right? Resist. Go for 4. And back. Go for 3. And back. Last 2. And back. Last 1. Down and back. And then reach straight out underneath you. So take a breath. You're going to bend this knee in, Shin is parallel with the front of your mat or with your body, and then kick all the way out. So try to keep this leg at hip height slow as you bend in. Keep your tail reaching back so you're still neutral. Left ribs are still lifting that little bit. Go 6. In, reach. 5. In. This one might feel like it's even more work because it was stabilizing on the other side. Maybe your right glute's weaker. And press. 3 more. In, reach. Last 2. In, flex, reach. Last 1. In, flex, reach, and then come in and stay. You ready? Go up an inch and down an inch, lifting from the outer glute. Up an inch and down an inch. Keep that tail back. 6 and down. Go for 5. And down. 4 more. Up and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2 and down. Last 1. Up. Stay right there. Take a breath. Kick your leg all the way out. Reach through your toes. Use. Last 8. Up. Up. 7. Up. And up. I'm dying. 6. Up. Pause. Up. And up. Pause. Up. So don't lose form just because your glute is killing you. Really think about that stability. 3. Last 2. Up. And up. Last 1. Up. Pause. Up. And then bend all the way in. Oh my God. Come onto your back. Right foot in front of your left glute. Hug your left leg in tight. It's a good reminder not to maybe use weights when I'm filming. Hug your left leg in nice and tight. Keep your right knee turning out. With those nice exhales, you can open that right leg a little wider. Keep those waistlines long. Holy moly. And then we will come down to our left side again. We'll do that inner thigh. So right knee on top of your squishy ball. You can just let your leg rest, or you can lift it up if you're looking for a little more glute. Keep those waistlines long. Keep reaching through your right toes. All right, so we're just gonna go straight up. So get up as high as you can, keeping your waistlines long, and then slow, just lower to that hover, and then you'll just go back up. So up and down. So remember, the weight is attached to your ankle, but you're really moving from the top of your thigh, right? So that's your uppermost inner thigh. You're squeezing up from and then lowering down, like someone had a string attached to your thigh, lifting up and then lower down. And down. Good. Go for 6. Get that pause, control. Get that pause, up, control. 5 more. And down. 4 more. And down. Last 3, squeeze. And down. Last 2, squeeze. And down. Last 1, squeeze up. Stay right there. Now circle this guy around. So just small circles. Keeping your waistlines long, keeping your core connected. 6, 5, 4, up and around 3, up and around 2, last 1, and then go the other way. Up and around. Good. Controlling that movement, thinking about your thigh bone, making the circle for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, holding up there, go up 1 more inch, squeeze and lower. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, down, go 6 and down 5 and down, little lift 4 and down, little lift 3 and down, little lift 2. Last one, up and then lower all the way down. Okay, now do these ones. Soles of your feet together and then just let your legs fall open. Take a nice couple of breaths there. Get rid of these torturous things. Perfect. Okay, and then let's come to seated. So we're gonna sit with our legs right out in front of us, feet about hip distance apart. Sit up really nice and tall so the top of your head is reaching up, tailbone presses down, and then reach your arms right out in front of you. Okay. Here. We're gonna roll back. So think about your belly button pulling into your spine to start the movement. So you're here, belly button pulls in, and then think of rocking your pelvis back. So literally your pelvis is like this, and then you're gonna roll it back. Rock that pelvis back and try and touch each little vertebra down one at a time as you come down. Reach those arms overhead, take a breath, and then come back up. So you're gonna tuck that chin, rolling all the way up. Reach out to your toes, stack up tall, and then come right back. So again, belly button pulls in, roll that pelvis back. Reach those arms, and let's come back up, tucking your chin. Keep those legs reaching as you come all the way up. Stay there. You're gonna bend your legs. So bend both, and you're gonna roll back just a little. So hold when you're there. Keep your, so that's a half roll back. Your ribs are still tight around your center. Your pelvis has rolled back the exact same we would when we were here. And we have our legs bent, and we're gonna hold. Arms are gonna come up and down. So exhale, inhale, down. Go two more. And down, one more. Let's go up, abs in, down, now wide. And in, deepen those abs for 4. And in, deepen those abs, go 3. And in, deepen those abs, one more, out, back in, and then roll all the way back. Belly button to spine, rolling, rolling, rolling. Reach those arms overhead. Try it with both legs bent. Don't have them in too tight. The closer into your bum your heels are, the harder it is. Rolling all the way up, belly button in. Roll, 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 roll. Sitting up tall, and then scoop back, belly button in again, roll back. Let's try that again, belly button to spine, rolling. Keep those heels pressing into the mat. Come into just that half roll back here. Now from here, you're gonna bring one leg up, bring it down. Bring your other leg up and down. So your pelvis stays totally still, up and down. Let's go left. Can we add some arms to this? Arms and leg and in. Harder, right? Arms and leg and in. Do that again. And in, go one more here. And in, roll all the way back. Belly button to spine, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Reach those arms overhead. Take a breath. Now we're gonna come back up. I'm gonna give you another option here. Keep rolling, rolling. Can you lift your right leg up as you come up? Hold right here. So now you're gonna rotate to that right bent leg. If you need to keep both legs down, this is fine as well. If you wanna keep it up. And back, your pelvis stays still. Think of your ribs twisting around your spine. Left hand ends up on top of your left knee. So don't go too far. Go for 3. And back, last 2. And back, last 1. And back, lower your right, roll all the way down. Slow and controlled, reach those arms. Take a breath. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna lift our left leg if we can. As you lift, holding, lengthen that spine, but keep your scoop. Twist and back. Exhale, twist and back. Across and back. Hips stay still. Go 4. Back. Go for 3. And back. Last 2. And back. Last 1. And back, heel down, roll all the way. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Reach those arms overhead. We're gonna come back up. This time, roll up, see if you can lift both legs. Hold there. If you can just stay light on your toes, that's fine, doesn't matter. Hold right here. Now roll back down, belly button to spine, rolling, rolling, rolling. Lower those toes, heels, reach your arms. Let's try again. If you need to keep your legs down, that's totally fine. Rolling, can we come up? Take a breath. Slow and controlled, rolling back, belly button pulls in, shoulders back and down, rolling, reach. Let's come up. You got 2 more of these. Tuck your chin. Squeeze those inner thighs together as you come up. Nice deep breath. We lift our arms up. Little teaser, roll back, belly button, spine, rolling, rolling, rolling. Toes down, reach those arms overhead. 1 more. Arms up, tuck your chin, squeeze those inner thighs together, deepen your abs, lifting up, hold right here. Arms are gonna come up, arms are gonna come down. Legs are gonna move away, legs are gonna pull in. Arms up, and down, legs away, out, and in. 2 more. And up, let's go legs out, and in. 1 more. And out, legs out, and in, and then come all the way up. Whew. Good job, guys. Come to a 4-point kneel now. Let's have a little stretch here. So we'll do a little cat-cow. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Drop your tail, scoop your abs around all the way up. Hold when you're in that little scoop. And then come all the way out of it. So just letting those shoulder blades slide together. Getting that movement the opposite way for your spine there. Should feel good. And then tuck that tail, scoop those abs. And then roll back this way. So that's the opposite movement to all those scoops that we were just doing. So really keeping those ribs tight around your center, let that low back go. Really think about the top of your head, kind of reaching out in front of you, extending through your upper back as well. Tuck that chin, scoop round. Go 1 more, all the way out through that little extension. Hold right there. Good. And then let's come to neutral. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to kick our right leg out so toes are on the mat. Keep your left knee pressing into the mat. And then lift that right leg. So really reach toes away from the top of your head. Bring your left hand across your body or onto your left hip. And then from here, you're just gonna reach and tap and then lift. So reach and tap and then lift. Go 4 more. Inhaling down. Left inner thigh is squeezing toward your midline, right? Watch that right elbow. Last 2. In and out. 1 more. In, reach, out. Now bend that knee in, curl your spine, keep your hand in, reach out, straight, long line, top of your head reaches from those toes. I gotta move forward. Go for 5 more, all the way in. Left inner thigh is still squeezing toward your midline. Go for 4. And reach. 3 more. And reach. Last 2. Last 1. In. And then bring that leg in, bring that arm in. Sit yourself back to a little shell stretch. Give your wrists a little shake there. All right. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So we'll start with that cat-cow again. So just hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, drop your tail, scoop. Really rounding through that low back. So really pulling those abs in, arching. And then come all the way out here, getting that opposite movement. So really letting your shoulders go. Keep your ribs hugging around your center. And then do that again. So dropping that tail, scoop up. And then out. 1 more tuck. Come all the way out, keeping the back of that neck long, so we're not just here. And then come to neutral. So that flat back, ribs are tight around your center. Kick your left leg straight out, lift it up and reach. So toes reach back. Bring your right hand across or here, whatever feels good. Watch that left elbow. Left leg taps down. and then lift. Left hand under your left shoulder, right? Tap and reach. So inhale down, exhale as you lift. Keep your right knee pressing into the mat. Right inner thigh is squeezing toward your midline. Inhale down. Go for 5. Control. 4 more. Control. 3. Last 2. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Stay there now. Tuck. And reach. Pull that left knee all the way in, dropping that tail, scoop those abs, and reach. Go for 6. And reach. 5 more. And reach. 4 more. Reach. 3. Watch that left elbow. Keep that right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline. Last 2. Reach long. Last 1. Reach long. Bring that leg in, arm in. Sit yourself back again. Give those wrists a little shake out. Turn back this way. Okay. Once you have that little shake, hands under your shoulders again, knees underneath your hips. Okay, so we are going to start with our toes curled under. Keep those elbows just gently bent. All we're going to do is lift our knees just an inch. Hold when they're lifted. That inch, you should feel your core connect. And then lower those knees back down. So doing that again, try not to just shift your weight into your shoulders. So keep your hands under your shoulders. Core connects. Lift. Slow. Bring them back down. So moving straight up in space. Exhale. Abs deepen. Hold. The higher you lift your knees, the easier it is actually. The higher you lift, the easier it is. So don't lift too high. Don't think that that's going to be better. Core connects. Tiny little lift. Holding right there. Now from here, kick your right leg out. Don't change anything else. Bring your right leg in. Left. Reach through those left toes. Back in. Go right again. And in, keeping your weight even in those hands, body stays still. You have a tray of drinks on your back. Don't let it shift. Don't let it spill. 1 more left. And in, lower those knees. Sit yourself back to a little shell stretch. Give those wrists a shake. We're going to do 1 more in a 4-point kneel and then just have a quick little stretch out. All right, so hands back under your shoulders, knees back about hip distance apart. So that same tray of drinks is on your back. You do not want to shift one way or the other and spill everything. All you're going to do is step your right hand out to the right side. Step your left hand out to the left side. Step your right hand back in. Step your left hand back in. So it looks like it's easy. It's actually not. Keep your core connected. Right out, left out, right in, left in. Let's do that again. Keep your neck nice and long. We're going to start left now. Left and right, and then left and right. Do that again to the left. Exhale, left and right. In, left, and right. Lots of shoulder stability work there. Let's go 1 more. Right, and left, and then right, and left. Last one here. Left, and right. Go left, and right. From there, kick your right out, holding there, keeping your weight even in your hands. Left out. Holding there. Take a nice breath, tuck your chin, scoop your abs, press all the way back. Drop those heels as low as you can. Let's walk those feet out. And then from here, you're gonna bend your knees. So just bend them straight down in space, lifting your bum, keeping your bum kind of lifting up. Before you touch the ground, you're gonna just shift your weight forward into your hands. You're gonna end up in a plank. Hold when you're there, take a nice deep breath, and then tuck your chin, scoop those abs, go all the way back. Drop those heels. Take a nice breath, lift those heels, bend those knees again. Tail lifts up as you bend your knees. And then kick off your feet, press back into that plank. Tuck your chin, scoop. Drop those heels. One more nice deep breath here. Keep those heels pressing low. And then walk your hands into your feet. Right, left, right, left. Hang in that forward fold. Take a nice couple of breaths. Roll out those shoulders. Come all the way up.
And you're finito. Thanks, guys. Hope that felt good. And have a lovely rest of your week, everybody. I'll see you next Monday, if not before. Bye.